Get away from where the boat meets from. Get away. All the blue bubbles where would you go in the blue ocean? Hi, Kylie. How are you? I'm doing well. Oh, doing well. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead. What's your question? We probably aren't even going to finish Rim. We'll probably get to the Roman Empire, but then we're got like 2 weeks of school left anyway. And that last week, we kind of have some different activities that we got going on. You guys will take a test on the NWEA for math. Um, Honestly, there's not much going on that last week, and next week there's not much going on. I'd say in total we have about 3 more classes, um, and so I want to get some fun stuff in there before the end. So I got to cram a lot in a short amount of time. That's where we're at now. Why is there something specific you'd like to learn about? I do too. I miss having you guys in class. All not really what? Oh, not really much after this. Oh, not really. You're interested in something. Yeah, yeah. Well, if you think of anything, let me know. I'd love to provide you with more information on any topic you're interested in learning about. That's why I study history. Yeah, that's why I like to study it. If you got something you're interested in, just let me know. I mean, it could be anything. History is such a fascinating place. Banana tree. Do you like 20th century history? Yeah, I do. I do. I've studied a lot of 20th century history. I'm a huge fan of uh, of the Second World War, First World War, Cold War, Great Depression. Love the 20th century. So much cool stuff happened. We went from barely moving around the world to having planes and going to space. Maybe think about it. First plane starts in 1906, 1907, and by the 1970s, we're landing people on the moon. Talk about a jump in history. That's in people's lifetimes too, right? So there are people that are your grandparents or great grandparents' age that watched the world go from being spread out and disconnected to where you could pick up a phone and call across the world. It's unbelievable what we've accomplished in this short time on Earth. And the 20th century was like no century before it. And honestly, we're going to make bigger jumps now. Oh, yeah, there was some incredible musical artists. And Pearl Harbor was one of the biggest attacks on U.S. property and was the largest attack on the U.S. homeland until 9/11. It was a game changer. It changed the way we saw the world, and it really sparked the United States to becoming the most dominant country in the world. As General Yamamoto put it, Admiral Yamamoto put it, we have awakened the sleeping dragon, and they absolutely had. The United States was no longer playing games. All right. Oh, bye, Kylie. Have a good day. Hey, what's going on, Gus? How are you, buddy? Oh, sorry, not Gus, Vicente. My bad, buddy. Alex. That's right, Alex. Alex, I'm putting grades in. You got yours in? Let's see. I'm doing Rome Has No King. I'm putting that one in now. So your class is next. Let's see. We got in. Miles got in. Davis got a Mark dropped the ball. Jaden, nope. You're hula hooping on your neck? So you're just sitting there on YouTube hula hooping? Don't you have something better to do? I guess it's a way to work out, but I don't know. You watched the science video yesterday? Yeah, you watched the science video. What'd you think? It was funny. Yeah, Mr. Fergo and I hoped it would be pretty funny for you guys. This class always blows me away. They always get their work done. It's incredible. The bloopers, yeah, that was some gold acting, some gold performances. We're pretty proud of that. We hope we can get nominated for a Grammy, not Grammy, but a YouTube award, whatever those are, creator awards, I think is what they call them. Yeah, we should be. That's the way we look at it. We should be nominated. Making teaching awesome again. Well, were you ready for the Revenge of the Fifth? Yeah, happy May 4th to you as well. Let the 4th be with you. But you always got to watch out for the Revenge of the Fifth. So, Alex, if you had to have a lightsaber, what color would your lightsaber be? Well, not had to. If you got to have a lightsaber, got to have a lightsaber. Red, you think you'd be a Sith? Okay. Okay. Oh. And some of the more expanded Star Wars stuff, the Sith weren't actually that bad of people. Early on, the Jedi's were the ones that were controlling and wouldn't let you have emotion, and uh, that's not really quite the way that Luke Skywalker saw it. He thought emotion was important later on, the right emotion. In fact, Luke would go on to get married to Maria Jade Skywalker in the expanded universe that Disney wrote out. But it's a little bit sad. Chewbacca dies in it. It goes out in an awesome way. And Han has a bunch of kids. You know, Anakin and Darth Vader's electric lightsabers. The ones from 2013. Oh, are those the hard plastic ones? Like I don't know what they call those. It's like a nice light runs through them. The really nice ones that are always stuck out. They're always yeah. Those are cool, man. I have a buddy that has one of those. I don't know. My favorite character in Star Wars, a guy named Corran Horn. He had a lightsaber that was silver and purple, and he had a switch, and he could switch it from silver, which was shorter, to his purple, which was longer, and he could switch it in the middle of a battle. A little trick that he would use because he wasn't very good with force powers. His force powers were really weak, but his lightsaber skills were awesome, and so he would get in a fight and he'd switch the length of the lightsaber and catch people off guard. He's a pretty cool guy. His best skill was talking to animals and convincing them to do what he needed them to do. It saved his life, although he didn't think it was the right. All right, that should be. Let's see. Yeah, they fought this thing called the Yozen Vong, which was a far superior alien race that ended up inside the Star Wars universe. They lived outside of it, so they really weren't in the Force. You couldn't see them in the Force. In fact, the Jedi said they were like a void. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the series. I'll have them in my room next year for students that want to check out some of the extended stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff. It really is. So I'll have that next year if students want to borrow one of those and check them out. Hey, Graham, what's going on, buddy? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you on this like the first time I've seen you in here. I saw you this morning. I take that back. I know you were on this morning. You keeping your brothers busy? Yeah, you need to go check your brother into the wall. When you see Hunter, just push him into the wall. Your parents say anything, just tell them I'll let you do it. Or tell Mr. Cantelou said you had to do it. But make sure you run away. What's up, Alex? Got a question? Pick a number between 1 and 5. Oof. I'm gonna go one. That'll be my number. Hey Hunter, what's going on, man? Hey Graham, you need to do work. Oh goodness. Speaking of work, Graham, did you get all your signs into me? Let's see. I know you got a bunch of them in there. I'm just gonna double check. Let's see. Graham Hastings. Oh, you're looking like you're up to date, Graham. Good job. Hey Hunter, do your work. I feel like you're not doing your work. You better be practicing basketball too. Scavenger hunt. I'm hoping to do that next Friday. I'm hoping that's going to be our big assignment for next Friday. I'll send out all the information next week, but I think that'd be a really cool time to do it, and then give you guys till like Tuesday to get it done. So you have a few days with your family to go try to find some stuff. All right, practice your lightsaber skills. Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints? Anything, guys? Now's the time to get those out. I'm here to help. Uh, oh, your Kiwi's talking to me there, Alex. Is that your brother typing that? It's Kiwi. You have no brother? Oh, okay. Just that bird? Oh, good. All right. Questions, concerns, complaints. We're here to solve today. No, Jordan, I cannot help you with the code word for today because I've made it way too obvious. Way too obvious. Like, if you missed it, I'm worried about you. You just didn't watch the video. And I don't reward laziness, Jordan. I'm not going to tell you, Jordan. You're being lazy. Do I need to talk to your parents about your work ethic right now? You didn't watch the whole video. I'm telling you, if you watched the whole video, you couldn't have missed it. There's no way you could have missed it. It would have been impossible. Naomi, welcome. Hey, okay, so for the science project, what you need to do is create a Venn diagram. So when we think about a Venn diagram, what it is it's a group of circles where we compare things. And I'm just looking. Oh, there we go. It's a group of circles where we compare things. So let me get mine open for you. Sorry, what'd you do with that pen? There it is. Hold on 1 second, Naomi. Okay. So all right. It's actually really small. Okay, so this is a Venn diagram. And what you want to look at when you're looking at a Venn diagram is we're trying to figure out how we're going to compare things. So let's say we put muscular cells, or we put skeletal muscles right here. We call this cardiomuscular, and we call this smooth muscle. All right. So what we're saying is when we talk about the big circle, that and it doesn't overlap. That is just specific. So things that are just specific to skeletal will go into this skeletal circle. Things that are just specific about cardiovascular will go in cardiovascular. And things that are just specific about smooth will go into smooth. But parts of them overlap. So some things are in common between skeletal and smooth. Some things are common between cardiovascular and skeletal. And some are in common between skeletal and cardiovascular and smooth. And then in the very middle, all three circles come together, and that's information that is shared by all three. So for instance, one thing that all three have is that they're all three muscles, right? So that's something that you could put here in the middle, is you could say, hey, look, they're all three muscles, all right? But then there's specific things about skeletal, there's specific things about smooth, and what you want to figure out is how do they work? Do they work on their own? Right? Do you have to think about it when your heart beats? Is that something you have to think about? Or is that something that just happens, right? Without you having to control it. Same thing with digestion when it comes to smooth. Is that something you think about, or does it just happen? But when you move your arm or you move your head or you move your, right? I'm thinking about moving my head around. I have to tell my neck to move, right? So that's different than it just happening, right? We have voluntary, like squeezing our hand, that's voluntary versus involuntary, like my heart beating or my eyes winking, right? We can both control that, but it happens on its own too, right? You don't think about blinking your eyes, but you still do it. But you can also control it. So what you're going to do is you're going to compare a few things. So you just need to find facts about all three groups and compare them that way. All right. Does that make sense, Naomi? You can just message me back in the chat bar if that makes sense. Well, Jordan, I'm glad you got the others right, but what I need you to do is I need you to figure out that one, you know? Yeah, what's up, Alex? What's your video, Alex? Loud 350Z in my neighborhood? I'll have to check it out. Are you the driver of the loud 350Z? Jordan, don't tell me you can't because everyone else has found it. So does that mean you just can't find it? That you're not as smart as everybody else? Because I know that's not true. I know you can find it. You're just being lazy. Good. So when it jumps out at you like a snake, let me know because it will. It is very, very, very obvious what it was. Like I make it jump out at you. Matthew, hello. How are you? Good. You guess so what, Jordan? Never mind, you decided you're going to do your work and not ask me for the answers. Is that what's going on here? Mr. Cantelow's on to your little plan. He's not playing games. All right, see you, Matthew. Oh no. I'm sorry, bud. When did that happen? Oh wow. Sorry about that, man. That's sad. It's real sad. Was it here in Jacksonville or somewhere else? Oh, yeah, man. That's real rough. That's real rough. It's yeah, it's hard. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, buddy. It's rough. No, Jordan, it is not that. Keep going. It wasn't hard to go on the dance floor. See you guys.